Welcome, I am Niria Takase, your real estate agent with Keller Williams. On today's show, we have attorney at law Carlos Quiñones representing Quiñones and Salayandia Law Firm, educating us on real estate issues that require proper legal representation. We also have Signature Homes, and they'll be talking to us today about their unique product. Stay with us. Hi, welcome, and today we have special guest joining us is Signature Homes, and representing Signature Homes we have Laura Ahumada. She is president of the company, and we have real estate agent Luis Robledo. And let's go ahead and how are you first of all?
Good.
How are you guys doing this morning?
Thank you.
Wonderful. You guys had your coffee and we're ready to go,
Yes.
right?
Plenty of it, yes.
Wonderful. Well, thank you. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's talk to our viewers a little bit about what Signature represents, what you guys are all about, and where you guys can contact, where people can contact you. So can you tell us a little bit about who Signature Homes is and the type of style and so forth?
Yeah, we are super excited to bring this company that is specializing in building more of a modern home. We can also build a traditional, but we're still adding a modern flair to everything that we're building. The most exciting part, I believe, is our president and our designer, Laura. She is a female, of course, putting that touch into everything that we build, and I'm super excited about it because as design, she's way better at it than I am. But that's what we're bringing to the market. And we're actually located in two great communities. We are in the east side in the coveted community of Ventanas. In there, we're building product from the 180s to the 200s. Also, we are bringing product into the Mission Ridge area, and that particular product starts from the 140s, 150s, and 160s. And we're striving to build a home for everyone in El Paso to positively impact people's lives through a beautifully designed home and, of course, value in everything that we build.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, that's right. We gotta be able to have that flexibility, right? And welcome just about every family in El Paso.
Absolutely.
So that's wonderful. Laura, as far as warranties is concerned, what kind of warranties do you guys offer your customers?
We're offering a 210 warranty through a company called Bonded Builders. And what a 210 warranty is the first year you'll have warranty through us, the builder. And the second year you'll have warranty still through us, the builder, but we're only going to cover things such as the HVAC, the electrical, and the plumbing. Now, up to 10 years from the moment that you close, we cover the structure of your house, meaning the trusses and the frame of the home. And the concrete, the cement, the slab, is for up to 10 years.
Wonderful. Those are good subjects to touch, because it's important for our viewers to know, for home buyers to know what to expect, and when they walk into your homes, they want to ask the right questions, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
And so let's talk to them about warranties and structurals and all this information is, like I said, crucial for home buyers. And another thing, can you go ahead and for our viewers' sake, can you tell us where can they find you guys?
Of course.
Where are you guys located?
contact phone number is area code 915-730-9874. If you want to take a look at our homes, we invite you, come out to our model home, which is 3139 Red Velvet in the east side. But you can also go online onto our Facebook page and like us there and share us. And the number again is 915-730-9874. Come on out and check us out, guys.
Okay, well, Louis and Laura, thank you so much for joining us today. It was our pleasure having you. Stick around, and we'll go ahead and have more information for you all.
Hi, my name is Mike Varela. This is my wife, Denise Varela. We've been looking around for houses on the east side in the Horizon area. Came across a few houses, but nothing that we were, looking for. We looked online, we looked on Realtor, on Zillow, stuff like that, but we couldn't find something that we liked. We came across Niria. She helped us with a couple things. She helped us shop around, details, stuff like that. We finally came to. She showed us a brand new house that we loved, we fell in love with, and we actually went with that. And she's helped us with the process for the past 20 days, all from the lender side of it to any questions that we've had up to now. We're excited. We're finally getting our house.
Have you ever wondered and asked yourself, what if I just buy a home rather than continuing to throw away my money by paying rent? Well, believe it or not, you have just taken the very first step into home ownership. How? Well, our actions begin with a simple thought. The rest is just a matter of planning it and making it a reality. But you need to first of all understand the advantages of purchasing a home. For starters, greater privacy. No more sharing parking spaces or asking for permission to improve your property. Also, homes typically increase in value, and your costs are predictable and more stable than renting because they are ideally based on a fixed rate mortgage. Another advantage, the interest and property tax portion of your mortgage payment is a tax deduction. You heard right, tax deductible. There's pride in home ownership, which also closely ties you to your community. Lastly, make this home your very own oasis. Give it your signature touch, love it, enjoy it, because it's yours. Stop throwing your money away and start investing. Call me, I will get you started. 915-222-2116. Also, visit my websites at www.letstalkrealestateelpaso.com or www.niriatakase@kwrealty.com. I may also be found on YouTube and Facebook. We're back, and in this segment, we have attorney at law Carlos Quiñones joining us, and he's representing Quiñones and Salayandia law firm. Carlos, good morning. How are you today?
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. We know it's a tough morning, but we made it here.
Yes.
Carlos, we're going to be talking to our viewers today about the law and real estate, right? What kind of problems do you normally see walking into your office that potential buyers and consumers of real estate face?
Primarily what I see persons who are in the middle of a divorce. We do a lot of divorces at our law firm. And so what I see primarily is I see persons that are male or female that have been married, whether it's the U.S. or whether it's Mexico, that they come into our office thinking about buying a home, but they're still married, and so they come in wanting a divorce. The problem with getting a property while they're still married is that property, although the title may be only in their name, it's still going to be considered community property.
Right.
And so the issue there is they should generally get a divorce first, clear up that issue first, and then make a large purchase like a home.
Right. So pretty much the bottom line is your recommendation, bottom line.
So generally you need to get a divorce first, clear up that issue first, and then make a large purchase before making a large purchase like a home.
Okay. Because we do see it quite often. As a real estate agent, we see a lot of couples or a lot of going through divorce couples that think they can purchase a home and they can get into a legal contract. And so our first advice to them is to seek legal attorneys such as yourself.
Exactly. And that goes to the second issue of the problems that I see is a lot of clients come in and they have major issues with a purchase that they have already made. That's because a lot of times they don't use licensed professionals like a real estate agent, like a title company, like a professional, or they come in for professional advice such as a lawyer and to analyze contracts for them, make sure that they're in their best interest, and they come in after the fact and they have a lot of problems. And so we always recommend generally that they need to find a licensed real estate agent to assist them with the transaction such as a home.
For protection, correct?
Correct.
On both ends.
Correct.
Correct. Because just the buyer needs protection such as the seller needs protection.
Correct.
And so, yes, it's always best to seek a real estate agent and an attorney when needed, you know? So what's another good point? Or actually, where can we find you?
My office is located on the corner of Vista del Sol and Zaragoza. Okay. We have a general practice firm. We do all types of cases. We do real estate. We do personal injury. We do criminal law. We do probates and wills. We do a lot of divorces and family law issues.
Okay, very well. Well, Carlos, thank you so much. All this information that you brought us today is extremely useful. And for everyone out there seeking any attorneys, any legal advice, please reach out to attorney at law Carlos Quiñones. Viewers, we'll be right back. And we're back with Carlos Quiñones. Carlos, when is a good time for realtors to reach out to you for services?
That's a good question. I think any time is a good time to reach out to an attorney to seek some advice on a client that has some issues. For example, you are the first person there with the client to see any potential issues that may arise, whether it's title, whether that person is in the middle of a marriage and they have problems with the spouse. That's the perfect time to contact us. Let us know what the issues are on your end, and then we'll confidentially speak to the client and address those needs specifically to them. And then after the process is over, we can refer them back and address the issues. If we can address them, we will definitely work with the real estate agent as a team together.
Very good. That's great information. Now, let me ask you, I've been reached out to by other attorneys myself in regards to CMAs. Can you tell us about CMAs?
Absolutely. So CMA is a comparative market analysis, as you know. What that does for us is it gives us an evaluation, a market value of the property that a person owns. Mm-hmm. So we need the valuation of a property when a person's going through a divorce. So that's helpful because it assists the judge in determining what the value is of the property in order to make a decision on their overall portfolio of assets.
Okay.
And so we would need a real estate agent in that circumstance because we need a professional opinion, an expert opinion.
An expert opinion.
Sometimes I have real estate agents that testify for me in court, and they give an independent appraisal of the value of the home.
Okay, very well. Well, Carlos, thank you again. It's always useful information for our viewers, and I'm sure a lot of them found some good use of it today. For now, we're going to go ahead and tell you thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you're back soon.
Well, thank you so much.
All right, thank you. And we'll be back for more. My name is Niria Takase, host and creator of Let's Talk Real Estate El Paso. Most importantly, I want to be your realtor. I want to ensure you, future home buyers, that I will work tirelessly to guide you through this process, from pre-qualification, possible credit repair, finding your perfect home, all the way to the closing table, where you will be handed the keys to the home of your dreams. If you plan to sell your current home, you may also contact me and I will provide you with a free no-commitment market analysis. Your home will be automatically featured in over 300 websites. It will also be insured while in the market at no extra charge. A video will be created to be shared in various social medias. So what are you waiting for? Contact me because I have the perfect tools and experience to deliver positive results. Again, my name is Niria Takase. We have credit expert, president, and CEO of Texas Consumer Credit Services, Edward Araujo. Edward, how are you this morning?
I'm doing well, Niria. How about yourself?
I'm doing very, very well.
Thank you for having me today.
Thank you for joining us. It's our pleasure and an honor to have you with us. Edward, let's go ahead and talk to our consumers today, to our viewers, people who want to become home buyers pretty soon, right? Can we talk to them about credit and what it means, what credit is, what composes credit, and everything that we can tell them? Any tips?
Definitely. So what we do at Texas Consumer Credit Services is we have a pre-underwriting home buyer development program. And what that is, it's basically credit repair and restoration, focusing on the person who's interested in qualifying for a mortgage. Okay, so the way it starts is with an initial consultation. They would come into our office, we pull an initial credit report and do a line-by-line review and a consultation with them. From there, we can see if they're a good candidate for our program, and we set them up with an action plan and begin the process of repairing and improving their credit.
Okay, very well. Also, when do consumers know when to hire someone like you, like an organization such as yours? And also, what red flags, what should they look for when hiring an organization like this?
Good question. Most of the time our clients are coming to us because it's a major purchase, such as a home. Okay? Whenever you're looking to hire we're called credit services organizations, which were classified by the state, you want to make sure they're registered with the Texas Secretary of State, fully bonded and licensed.
That's very true.
Okay. You want to do a little bit of research, see if they're part of any trade organizations. For example, we are a member of NACSO, which is the National Association of Credit Services Organizations.
Okay.
Here locally, we're a member of the Paso Mortgage Bankers Association and the Credit Consultants Association of America. A couple of red flags also, you really want to make sure when you're looking to hire a credit service organization that they are not charging you for all of the services beforehand or upfront.
That's very good.
You want to make sure they're charging you as they go or for the services that they've already completed. As we like to say, we only charge our clients for results.
Okay, so let me just reemphasize on that a little bit, because it's important that you viewers know that if someone is asking you to pay up front, then that is definitely a red flag. That is definitely something that you should look into, and something that maybe you should trust that you should look into it further.
Definitely.
Before you go further into investing money into it.
Yes.
Edward, also the other question that we have and our consumers might want to know is what composes a credit FICO score?
FICO score. Good question. There are basically 5 parts.
Okay.
I call them the FICO 5.
Okay.
The biggest part that affects your score is payment status.
Okay.
So that being if you have obviously any late payments, collections, charge-offs, judgments, repossessions, all of those are most detrimental to your credit score. After that, you have what a lot of people don't know is credit utilization.
Okay.
So that is when you have credit cards, the balances that you're carrying. If you're maxing your cards out, you're hurting your score.
Okay.
If you have loans, they don't affect you as much, but once you have less owed on them, it helps you a little bit.
Oh, okay.
The third part is your average age of accounts. So how long have you had a credit file? So the longer you've had a credit history, the better it is. So if you're newer students, they won't have as high a credit score because they just don't have that age.
Right.
Okay? The fourth part is your credit mix.
Okay.
So the FICO scoring algorithm likes to see that you're well-rounded, so that you're responsible with a credit card, a home loan. So when you get a mortgage, it helps your score. A car note. They want to see, if you're responsible with all types.
Okay.
The last part is new credit or credit inquiries.
Okay.
So every time you go apply for something where someone has permissible purpose, which is applying to buy something, a home, a car, a cell phone, you get a little ding on your score. They're called inquiries.
Right.
And those are basically the 5 parts. And in your consultation, we go over them in depth and show you how each part is affecting your score.
Okay. What about secure credit cards? Do you think those are beneficial?
Yes. So the first thing I look at, one of the tips that I give all consumers is I'm going to look at their credit utilization, that second part of the score. Okay. So if they have credit cards, we're going to check the balances. If you're using more than 30% of your available credit, if you have a $1,000 credit card and your balances on your statement are more than 300, you're hurting your score. Okay. If you get them under that, you're managing them. If you get it under 10%, you're going to get a little boost.
Then yay, that's what we want.
Exactly. And now if you don't have any credit, that's where the secured credit cards come in, because you're missing out on that whole part of your score. So you can go credit unions, your local bank, and ask for a secured credit card. And it's where you basically deposit money. The money is the security for the card. And usually if you deposit $300, that is your limit on the card.
Okay.
You just want to make sure that they report to all 3 bureaus and they report monthly. And I can't stress enough those balances, on there.
Yes.
So a quick tip, if you have credit cards and you're paying those balances down,
Right.
is to ask for a credit limit increase.
Oh, okay.
You can ask for one about every 4 months. Some you can do
Alright.
online with your credit card, or you can call them up. So what that does is if you get a $500 limit increase, it has the same effect as if you paid it down $500.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of a quick way, and that part of your score is the quickest and easiest way to positively affect your credit score.
Exactly. That's almost instantaneous results, right?
Exactly. As soon as they report that balance and they report to the credit bureaus, it'll show up on
It'll show on. So those are great tips. They really are. Edward, I can't help but notice that you're holding a book.
Yes.
I know that you're an author.
Mm-hmm.
So can you tell us about your book?
Definitely. This is my book, Credit Decoded. I actually recently published, I believe it was about 6 months ago. And it's really a culmination of all the information that I've gathered throughout the years that I've given to consumers. And I wanted to put in a format to where they could have access to.
Very well.
So if you're really wanting to get more in depth on how your credit score works, how the credit system and the bureaus work,
Right.
and what you can do to improve it, it's a great read. It's a
Right.
great read. It's available on Amazon, Kindle as well. Or if you have any questions, feel free to give our office a call. We'll be more than glad to answer any questions you may have.
Okay, very well. And your office numbers are what?
Our local number here is 915-201-2604.
Okay.
If you happen to be out of state, we do handle all of Texas, New Mexico. It's toll free at 800-742-7093. Also on the web at www.texasconsumercredit.com.
Very well. Edward, thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you here, and
Thank you.
your amazing information is always so useful. And consumers call Edward and know that he is a reputable company. And so, Edward, thank you so much again.
Thank you, Niria.
We've come to the end of the show. I know you enjoyed this half hour full of insightful information. Next week, we will have more information to share with you dealing with real estate. Remember, I am your host, Niria Takase, your real estate agent. If you're in the market for home buying or selling, call me. Meet me here again next week, same time.